69-66 for him. He's on 12 under. And so too is Justin Rose, who's already won 3 titles this year on the Japanese, the European and South African tours. But he's still to win in Britain. That's his goal this week. He fires 70, 69 and on Saturday a 65 to go into the final round 12 under. He's staying this week with close friend Ian Poulter, who's won twice on tour. As a local boy, Warren Humphreys, he'd like to win here at Woburn.
He certainly would, Renton, and he's now coming into some fine form after a long winter layoff. Well, he didn't play golf for 11 weeks. That due to the birth of his first child, Amy Lee, back in February. But now he's homing in and playing some sparkling stuff. 68, 67, 67, 14 under par total for him. And he's starting to play some very aggressive golf now after missing the last 2 cuts.
So as we go into final round action, Philip Price at 15 under par leads Poulter by 1, and he's 3 ahead of Evans, Hansen and Justin Rose. And Rose too also going well. There's his putt at the 7th to get to 16 under. 4 under par for the first 7 holes for Rose. Birdies at the 1st, 2nd, 5th and 7th. To Ian Poulter, who, well, looked as if he might just drop a shot at the 8th. He had other ideas.
Beautiful chip in the hole for Ian Poulter. He knew he was going to have a ding-dong battle with his good friend Justin Rose. He started out with a birdie on the 1st, had 4 in a row to the chip in on the 8th, but that putt on 9, his 2nd bogey of the day, and he'd be out in 33.
But with 9 holes to play, it's Poulter who's in the lead on 17 under par by a shot from Rose, who covered the front 9 in 32, and Price, who was out in 35.
Has not been moved, so here's his rub of the green.
It's a very smooth wedge here for Justin Rose. Surprising.
Come back.
No problem for Rose. Remains 16 under. Poulter collects. I think he might be greedy.
Well, that's got a great bounce back ability. Justin Rose. Can he reach this par 5 in 2?
Sitting up in the rough, and again he's got an awkward chip, but he's looking straight down the green. Now Poulter is 2nd. He is a really aggressive player, and that one's okay.
It's okay.
It's a good release, but it just pulls up so quickly. You see that happen so many times. You think it's going to run out. I'm sure the player, very hard to envisage the shot not running out, but it pulls up short, and he's got a bit to do for his birdie.
It looks to me like he has a little less loft on that club. Storming there. Nope. Got a chance for Justin Rose then to slip within a shot if he can bottle his putt.
Now Rose, good confidence striking in. And in, so the lead is 1.
Well, it was interesting reading what Poulter said. You know, they've been staying together, and he was looking forward to the tussle with Justin. And he said the strange thing is they've never, ever played together in a tournament. It's a bit below Tiger Woods holds off that 2-iron that he hits, and it's barely come off the club, and Paddy Steve Williams is saying, great shot.
Pumped up is Justin Rose, and he's got to be careful. That went just a bit further than he would have wanted.
Wind is moving around a little bit, so the players, particularly when you're at this stage in a tournament, don't take unnecessary chances. 6-iron. And the hole just 343 yards, but not playing that. They've moved the tee up, so it's playing just over the 300-yard mark, and that is perfect.
Lob wedge, 60 degrees of loft.
Get in.
Terrific.
Surprised that Justin didn't ask him to go and mark the ball.
And I think he just wants to move it around it from the left. I think he's just outside left edge with this one. They're very gentle shots, and they're easy to miss. Yep, and that's easy to do. He was slightly on the downslope. So at the moment, a favourite Poulter.
To the holes, you have to concede Ian Poulter's putt, surely. So I must make.
Well. He has said by his own admission the big difference in his game is he started to hold the odd 20-footer. I'll tell you what. They're great mates, but Poulter won't have enjoyed that all that much.
Well, he looked across Justin and a big grin.
Love these putts. Just got to keep them low.
So Justin Rose was level for a while, but Ian Poulter goes to 19 under.
Driver down 13. He wants it to hook. He did speak kindly to it. Hook baby, he said. No, it's gorgeous.
All right. Ooh.
Feel the two that Justin Rose is probably the straighter driver. And so these big par fours, you're almost forced to take the driver. So if he doesn't doesn't reach that tree with his follow through. You see a club disintegrate. Great effort. You can only take your hat off.
Stand, please.
Still work to do to make par.
Still.
Good shot. Left himself an uphill putt for a birdie. He's drifting away from the hole. I think we're in for a very interesting final few holes.
Poulter to putt first.
But 7 birdies on his card in the first 12 holes. A couple of drop shots. But he had time to make 3 pars. He'd love one here. Big breaking putt. Didn't do what he wanted it to, and still left with a downhiller for a drop shot. The plot thickens.
Just a little bit of caution. 2 putts from here will do.
Slightly uphill, and all it lacked was the hitting. Well hold. But a drop shot. Moves 18 under. Then Justin Rose has one uphill. It's not the easiest finish I've ever seen.
Well, they're locked level. Who's got the strongest nerve?
Doesn't look much more than a 5 iron there for Justin today, maybe even a little less.
Are we safe?
Breeze may be helping, and he's hit another grand shot. Right in the back left corner, 23 paces from the front edge and just 5 from the left.
In the bunker, advantage Rose.
There's the face wide open. Gonna try and pop it up as softly as you can. Not easy to do when you're well below the green. You've got to give it a hit to get the height.
Well, that's sensational. That's unfair. And he knows it. He'll take it.
I'll tell you what, and I think Justin Rose will appreciate it as well. I mean, that is freaky. And what a time to produce that. As I say, he's enjoying the tussle. Couldn't have played it better.
Over to you, Justin.
A little from his right, I think.
19 under also. And there'll be a little aside, yeah, for Ian Poulter. Nice to see.
It's great. 3 bunkers down the left, 289 to pass the first one, 324 the second, or 229, no, 243 and 229. And there's one bunker on the right. That's 255 to reach, and a narrow fairway. Swung very nicely all afternoon, kept wonderful width in the downswing, but this time, ooh, good bounce. That'll help, but he definitely can't get anywhere near the green in 2, I wouldn't think, from there.
Wind is helping off the left. That's a beauty.
That's great. The last tee shot in trouble. He did not hold back at all. Often that's the right thing to do. Work to do from there.
Suddenly, Justin Rose's shot becomes more attractive.
Being one of his lob wedges, he got that up very quickly. And again, look at this. Well done, Justin. People often say you don't have to be brave to play this game, Beds, because it's not physical. You know, you're not getting hurt physically, but the mental bravery you require is tremendous. Fair amount of loft there. Normally players will take a little more loft than they need and turn the loft on the ball just to get a little bit of spin. Nicely played. Well, ironclad par 5.
All locked up. 3 holes to go. 16th tee, Justin Rose.
Like nice good rhythm, asking it to cut a little, but it hasn't. No.
He's okay. I'm sure he's okay. Get on there, and if he's lucky, he's trodden down by the crowd. But clear and obvious sign of the nerves.
Again, no holding back from Ian Poulter. Fair old rip. Comes right where the mower goes.
The wind has just switched a little, and all day long it's helped the players. It looks like an 8-iron.
It does. Don't hold back and didn't.
And that was a good one.
Well done. And that's the shot of a champion. About 140 yards to go, 9-iron. But Ian Poulter, so big smash off the tee. The hole measures 450. You won't feel that happy with that one. Uh-oh. Justin Rose can just find the right line. There could be a huge swing in this game right here. 4 birdies going out, 3 already on the back nine for Justin Rose. No drop shots.
Understandably just a little tight, but it's taken nothing out of him getting the 4.
Right, come. Inside right. And your normal, positive self. Well, the old tummy's starting to twitch again. I'm talking about mine, not his.
So, if he taps this one in, Justin Rose has a precious 1-shot lead.
And that after a really fabulous tee shot. Just 140 yards left into the hole. Disappointing. 9-iron. For the first time, our man, Justin, has got his nose in front. Good shot, Justin.
It's on the line, and well, he couldn't afford to be too big, and you got to factor in the fact that you pumped up a little bit. You've been big.
Come back. Just whistled over the top of the flagstick.
It's quite a quick putt back.
Oh, super effort. And that should be a par 3.
Just bobbled halfway. Nicely done. Reminded a little bit of that great tussle between Adam Scott and Justin Rose when Adam Scott came out on top in the Dunhill Championship at Houghton.
That's true. Of course. Justin made up for that this year by winning that championship earlier on. 2 wins down in South Africa and 1 at the Wild Coast.
And now 1 hole away from his first ever win in England.
They like it. And once again, Good rhythm in the swing, lovely width, and nicely placed. Can he find a 9th birdie this afternoon? Missed this fairway badly right yesterday. He ended up making a wonderful 4, but no mistake this afternoon. That is a cracker.
Well, you have to say, Justin Rose, if he does collect, and it's far from certain yet, has really given a classy weekend performance. 7 birdies, not a single bogey today. A 4 for a second successive 65, and you can't really argue with that. He's got 3 shots over Philip Price, so you can see only the pin.
And you can see the flag in the background. It'll be helping slightly in from his left. Can I stiff it one more time?
Nice hit. Oh, he can. Now there is, what a shot. Goodness.
It certainly came out to play.
The crowd settle down, and well, Justin has to believe that Ian Poulter will make a birdie.
I mean, you have to hit this good, right? Nice solid one. Because the wind's just dying down a little bit. Don't try and kill it, just a nice solid one.
He's going with the 8 iron. Again, he's going to have to get all of it. Good sound. And also, but this is not over yet, I don't believe. But right over the top of the pin, 2 brilliant strokes. 2 of the very strong young guns in British golf.
Justin Rose had a putt for birdie, and if he holds it, there's nothing Ian Poulter can do, so he can just watch and hope. And maybe Justin Rose's best chance of winning. You've got to believe Ian Poulter is going to make it.
He's got to assume that. Well, it'll come a little from his left, slightly down the hill, pretty quick. A good try, if there's a chance left for Ian Poulter, but what a beautiful round of golf.
2 65s at the weekend, you can't argue with that. Not a blemish on today's round. 70, 69, 65, 65. Will it be good enough?
Well, he made a great 4 here yesterday evening from the trees on the right to get close to Philip Price. He just going to today's fun round, just 1 behind him. Been a little in and out, but it's been a thrilling encounter. A chance to draw level. Once again, checking from every conceivable angle.
So it's Justin Rose who prevails, but what a battle, played in the best possible spirit. Ian Poulter just came up short. There will be other tussles between those two, you can count on it.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.